So recruiting in the age of Googlization, it's where science fiction meets reality. It's where the wired, the tired, and technology converge to create what I call the perfect labor storm, or the perfect shift storm, which is what it's become. So when the shift hits your plan, what happens? Well, 92% of executives and HR professionals over the last year believe that recruiting will increasingly become more difficult each year. Over the last few days, I've been talking to some HR groups, and they've absolutely confirmed that. Now, there's a lot of excuses why. One of is there's just not enough skilled people. Anybody agree? There's just not enough skilled people. The other is employees just have a bad attitude, especially those nasty millennials. Okay. On the other side of this is you have employers who have instituted what I call credential creep. It's now everybody needs a 4-year degree, even when a 2-year degree or diploma is okay. They need 10 years of experience, 5 years of experience, even when you don't need all that. In that environment, change is happening 10 times faster and 300 times the scale, which means the impact is 3,000 times what it used to be. We are living in exponential change. Part of that change involves changes in jobs. More than 1/3 of all jobs will be eliminated in the near future. By 2025 to 2030, 1/3 of all jobs will be eliminated. 60% of everyone's jobs will be at least 1/3 automated. Things that you used to do will no longer be done by you. And part of that problem is that jobs will be required, more skills will be required for the job. Now, that involves what we call VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. That is the environment in which we live. And HR has been radically slow to be able to adapt to this new environment. And frankly, everybody's going to get left behind. A candidate's perception is basically looking at a typewriter, is a company using a typewriter to try to text. It doesn't work. Your company needs to be mobile, responsive, engaging, and there's a process that I walk people through. In order to become effective in recruiting in the age of Googlization, you need to reach enough candidates, you need to engage them, they need to start and complete an application, you need to have a good conversation, and then you can hire. The problem is through that pipeline of from reach to hire is only 0.28. Think about that, only 0.28. Almost 1 out of every 500 people that sees an ad is a good hire. In order to improve that process, you have to have enough people see it, enough people engage, enough people apply to get enough quality people, and it's taking longer. So here's a process, here's a question that I ask almost every HR group or every company or business owner, is how many people saw the last ad that you posted? If you don't know how many people posted the ad, you don't know if you have enough people. Is the problem that there's not enough people out there, or is your marketing suck? Is it just really, really bad? Once they apply, you have to be responsive. First impressions absolutely matter. Many candidates complain, most candidates complain about going into the black hole. They apply and they never hear from anybody. The candidate experience is incredibly important, more important than ever, and the loss of candidates is huge. One of the challenges that we have is that even once you engage people, is people start an application and they don't complete it. On average, most companies have 5 times more people start an application than they do finish it. So one of the key points that I advise people to look at is make sure you know how many people viewed your job posting and how many people started it, because oftentimes you're just leaking out of that funnel how many people are going to apply. What's happening in technology is we used to have a standard application, and now many companies are using chat. They're using chat boxes, they're automating the process and making it much easier to get that quick response. The other problem is ghosting. Anybody familiar with ghosting is? That's where you get your date and your spouse or your partner breaks up with you on a text. Well, that happens a lot in HR where somebody responds, somebody leaves a message, somebody emails, and they don't get a response right away. In order to become more effective in recruiting, you need to basically reach enough people, you need to engage them, you need to have them start and finish an application, You need to have a conversation of some sort with them, and you need to hire. And hiring does not stop at the end. Hiring means you also onboard them, you bring them in, you assign a mentor, you apply a coach. And the future is not coming. It's here, right now, today. It's not coming tomorrow. It's not coming in 5 years. For anyone who thinks they have a few years and just hanging in there and I can get out before all this hits, you're wrong. Get your shift together or you will be up Shift Creek without talent. Thank you.